Clients don't always understand the full complexity of a transaction. That's why we are here as brokers to guide them. But what they do see is how we conduct ourselves. Remember, your name is your brand. You are your own brand. Every detail reflects your values. When we say integrity builds reputation, we mean that your name carries weight in every interaction. What makes clients refer you or avoid you? Clients trust brokers who act transparently and responsibly. Ethics earn trust. Whether you're negotiating, advertising, or co-brokering through MLS, how you handle the process matters just as much as the outcome. And finally, compliance equals professionalism. Complying with RA 9646 and the Code of Ethics and Responsibilities of Real Estate Service Practitioners through Memorandum Order 39 series of 2009 isn't an option. It's the bare minimum. The professionals who go beyond compliance, who act with honesty, even when there's no one looking, those are the brokers who last and lead. Clients judge us, not just by our results, but by our methods. Ethical behavior is foundational to sustainable success. That is why ethics can't be set aside. It's the foundation of our practice and the future of our industry. Don't be a red flag, don't be a risk to your clients. We've seen this. Some we may have even unknowingly tolerated, but to elevate the industry, we must confront them head-on. While we in PAREP are committed to professionalism, it's still important to recognize the risks that persist in the larger industry that we're in, especially among unregulated practitioners or those outside organized real estate. These include misleading prices. Those outside of PAREP, you might find them, but here in PAREP, we're expected to be transparent in our listings via the MLS. Outside PAREP, you will see a lot of secret commission deals. But in PAREP, we have mutual respect in our co-brokerage. That's why a lot of members of other organizations transfer to PAREP because of our high ethical standards. Outside of PAREP, you will find non-disclosure of property issues. But in PAREP, we are confident that we are dealing with ethical people to due diligence and proper disclosure of properties that we are dealing with. Outside of PAREP, you may find no co-broker acknowledgement. But here in PAREP, we are upholding the code of ethics that our forefathers have handed down to us. Outside of PAREP, there are agents who disregard co-brokers altogether. But what sets us apart in PAREP is our commitment to doing things right, doing things the right way, even when no one is looking. Through the tools like MLS, through open co-brokerage, and by living out our code of ethics, we show that ethical practice is not a goal. It is our culture. Our responsibilities are not just moral, they are legal. RESA, or RA 9646, and the Code of Ethics of the Real Estate Service Practitioners through Resolution number 39, series of 2019, and our PAREP Code of Ethics guide how we serve, co-broker, and represent the industry. As real estate professionals, we operate under two powerful frameworks. One is the law, the other is our shared professional culture. On the legal side, we have RA 9646, the Real Estate Service Act of the Philippines. It clearly defines who is allowed to practice real estate, what our responsibilities are, and what penalties apply for violations. This is our minimum standard, the backbone of our profession. But law alone isn't enough. Where the PAREP Code of Ethics comes in. It fills in the moral and relational gaps that law can't always cover. It teaches how to treat clients with respect, how to deal with fellow brokers honorably, and how to contribute to a culture of cooperation. Think of it this way. RESA tells us what we must do. PAREP ethics guides us in how we should do it. Together, these two create the full foundation of what it means to be a trusted, ethical real estate practitioner under PAREP. The Code of Ethics of PAREP, we encourage cooperation, especially in co-brokerage, through our MLS. Law governs behavior, ethics defines character. Earning client trust in today's market, buyers and sellers today are more cautious, more informed, and more skeptical. Trust must be built deliberately and protected consistently. Let's take a moment to acknowledge the market we're working in. In the past, then, let's say pre-pandemic or even pre-RA 9646 days, clients would often act quickly, especially for those who are already veterans in the industry. They relied heavily on trust. A broker's word was usually enough, and deals could move swiftly on handshake agreements. But today, it's different. Clients are more skeptical, and rightly so. There have been too many stories of fraud, unlicensed agents, and deceptive practices. Before, there was a high default of trust in brokers. But now, with the advent of technology and easy access to the internet at their fingertips with mobile phones, they now research us online before dealing with us. Check whether we are BRC accredited, look up our names in Facebook and in social media, and even ask lawyers to review contracts made by us. Before, we had word-of-mouth referrals. Now, clients do online research and property and broker background checks. Before, there was quick turnaround in showings, but now due diligence, title taxes, legal background is being done by our clients. This shift means that transparency is no longer a courtesy. It is a necessity. If we want to thrive in this environment, we need to respond with clarity, openness, and professionalism at every touch point. Before, there was verbal agreement. Now written agreements are preferred with clear paper trail. That's why we have client registration. We ask our clients to sign forms when we show viewing. Paper trail is very important. Your role in raising the bar of ethical standards. Our role. After everything we've covered, the law, the ethics, the MLS system, the best practices, one truth remains. No system can replace personal accountability. Each of us, whether we're newly accredited, newly licensed, or a 30-year veteran, we have the power to shape the culture of our local boards and of PAREP. We do this by choosing to act ethically, even when no one is watching. By speaking up when something feels off, by mentoring others instead of undermining them. The truth is, PAREP doesn't raise the bar for us. We raise it ourselves. Every listing we post, every broker we deal with, every client we serve, that's a reflection of our own standards. Own it, practice it, and you'll not only protect your name, your brand. I want you to always tell yourselves, professionalism begins with me. Each of us is responsible for raising that bar. Trust and ethics begin with us, our habits, our culture, our collaboration. We don't inherit trust, we build it. Now we understand why the MLS matters. Here's the bullet list: get authority to sell list before engaging or before listing properties, update your listings, remove outdated listings or sold listings, be accurate, honor co-broker agreements. Using MLS ethically means being consistent, update listings, respect co-broker splits, and avoid one-sided agreements. It's our shared system, so let's protect it. Now on listing, this is the first step. A broker uploads a property listing with full details, price, size, photos, and most importantly, a verified authority to sell or authority to list. This listing becomes a part of the official MLS database. Step 2, visibility. The listing is now visible to all PAREB members. This levels the playing field. Everyone has access to the same property data, updated in real time. Step 3, co-broker match. Another member might find a match for their client. They can message or call the listing broker, clarify commission terms, and schedule a viewing. This promotes professional collaboration over competition. Step 4, it's the deal. When both sides agree, they finalize the negotiation, proceed with the transaction, and move forward with a clean paper trail. And step 5, documentation. After the sale, the listing is updated, marked as sold, and the broker reports the commission split. This ensures accountability and keeps the MLS data clean. The entire process reinforces trust, prevents double selling, and creates a digital record of every step. Simply put, PAREB MLS order to what would otherwise be chaos. Now, we have an ethical question to reflect on. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on this question. Is it ethical for a licensed broker to claim a commission even if they are no longer acting as a broker but as the principal, the actual buyer or seller of the property listed by someone else in the MLS? At first glance, some may say, why not? I'm a broker after all. But when you take the role of the buyer or seller, you've stepped out of your position as an intermediary or a broker. You're no longer representing a client. You are the client. Expecting commission in that scenario without prior disclosure and explicit agreement from the listing broker can be seen as self-dealing. This is a gray area that can break trust, especially in an environment like ours, where MLS is based on cooperation and ethical standards. Think about how you would feel if another broker did that to you. Let's be clear, these challenges are common in the wider industry. While we at PAREB hold ourselves to higher standards, we cannot deny this issue still occur around us, and sometimes even among us. This leads us to an important ethical scenario worth pausing on. Is it ethical for a broker to demand a commission when they themselves are the buyer or seller of a property listed in the MLS by another broker? Think about that. Is the requesting broker really acting as a broker in that case, or are they acting as a principal? Our Code of Ethics and the MLS House Rules can provide guidance on these gray areas, but more importantly, ethics require us to reflect honestly on our role in the transaction. Are we truly serving a client or serving ourselves? From an ethical standpoint, rooted in RA 9646, the Code of Ethics and professional best practices, let us have a closer look. No, it is not ethical for a broker to claim a commission when acting as a buyer or seller of a property listed in the MLS by another broker, unless this has been explicitly disclosed and agreed upon in writing by all parties concerned. Why? Number one is conflict of interest. A real estate broker acting as a principal, buyer or seller no longer functions as an agent. They're now pursuing personal interests, not client representation. Demanding a commission, on top of that, is double dealing and contradicts the fiduciary nature of agency. Number two, it violates fair co-brokerage. The MLS is built on the principle of cooperation among professionals representing clients. A broker buyer or broker seller should not expect commission unless previously clarified and accepted by the listing broker. Ethics is greater than technicality. Some might argue, but I'm still a licensed broker. True, but ethics isn't about what you can do legally, just because you can do it. It's about what's right and fair in a shared system. Para MLS House Rules Alignment, the intent of the MLS is to facilitate fair, transparent, client-centered transactions. Self-serving actions undermine the MLS's integrity and damage trust among brokers. Best practice or ethical standard with that concern, if I'm buying or selling a property myself, I am not a broker to that deal, I am a principal. That means I must either waive commission or clearly negotiate any compensation. If not, I risk misleading the other party and abusing the cooperative spirit of the MLS. Disclose, document, and be transparent. That's the ethical way. You will still want to earn something. Negotiate openly and respectfully with the listing broker for any professional fee based on the effort contributed and transparency maintained. Documentation is the key. Always put it in writing if you really want to earn from your own transaction, and use email or simple agreement. Ensure that broker, your co-broker or listing broker agrees voluntarily. Huwag niyong pipilitin. Avoid assumptions or informal conversations that later can be disputed. Should the MLS have a policy on this scenario? It depends on the MLS Committee of Power. From ethics to trust, the MLS equation. Here's what we've been building toward this session. Trust isn't built overnight. It's the result of doing the right things again and again with clarity and cooperation. We start with ethics. Our values, our respect for clients, and our commitment to fellow brokers. Then we add technology, or MLS in our case, a system that enforces transparency and tracks our actions. But even those two aren't enough without consistency. Doing the right thing once is easy. Doing it every day is what sets professionals apart. When you combine all three, that's when you earn long-term trust from your clients, from your co-brokers, and from the entire real estate community. This is not just about being a good broker. It's about being the kind of professional that raises the bar for PAREB. The MLS system is not just tech. It's trust in action. It ensures fairness in co-brokering, clarity in commissions, and order in our transactions. Here are the listing prerequisites. You have to have the authority to sell, or authority to release, or authority to negotiate. Direct listings only. Do not post other brokers' listings in MLS, and nothing less than 3%. Standard 50-50 split for middle broker share must be arranged separately by the parties involved. From payment to professional fee to co-broker, listing brokers must pay the selling broker immediately upon receipt of the professional fee. PAREB MLS is equal to broker trust. Trust is built through systems that support fairness. One of the strongest tools we have to walk our talk is the MLS, a system designed by PAREB brokers for PAREB brokers to build trust through transparency. After everything we've discussed, ethics, shifting client behavior, and the need for transparency, this brings us to one of the most powerful tools we have as PAREB brokers, the MLS. And let me emphasize, the MLS isn't just a software. It's more than a database. It represents a shared system of fairness that we all agree to follow. Digital handshake, if you will. Every listing posted in PAREB MLS is backed by accountability. Verified authority, co-broker splits, contact information, and history tracking. It promotes collaboration, prevents double selling and protects both brokers and clients. In short, the MLS is ethics in action. It takes what we stand for and turns it into something visible and enforceable. When we use the MLS properly, we're not just sharing listings, we're building trust, one transaction at a time. In PowerRev, we use several platforms for our MLS. We have the Telegram, and all platforms have our complete names, as in our PRC ID. And of course, you must include your updated PRC license number. You must include your local board when you post in our portals and your contact details. We also have the Facebook group. We also have Viber. And the latest is that we have our MLS PowerRev.com.